Welcome to G-Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. So today we're going to get right into it. I got my girl from Hungupboutique. Are you ready? Let me say your name right because I said it wrong before. Say your name.
Sherika.
Sherika. Okay, because I was talking to Tamika and I said I do not want to say her name wrong. You know who Tamika is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, what?
Yeah,
because I kept saying Sherika. I said Sherika's gonna be on the. She said Sherika. I said, okay, let me not
like
get
Erica, but Sherika.
Okay, period. Correct me. Don't ever not.
And it is Hungupboutique.
It's Hungupboutique.
Yes, hung up.
Hung up.
Yes.
Hungupboutique.
Right.
So you know what I gotta tell you? I ain't never had. Let me make sure this is not even supposed to be in here. I ain't never had someone that came in here, entrepreneur from a boutique. Like
really?
Never. So you the first one, girl.
The first one. Yeah.
Okay, so like before we get into it, how are you? How you been?
I'm good. I'm great. Today was an amazing day. How about yourself?
Today was not an amazing day for me, but I'm glad it was an amazing day to you. I cried today because I got a bad grade on not a bad grade. I got a C.
Okay, that's a bad grade.
Yeah, to me.
Yeah, to me too.
Okay, so you get it.
Yeah, because I done been in school before.
Okay, you in school? Oh, you was in school. Mm-hmm. Oh, how far did you go in school?
I got 2 masters.
Oh, 2?
Yeah.
Girl, I ain't even got to the AA. I'm stressed out.
I got 2 masters.
That is dope. What did you got a master's in?
One is in entrepreneurship, management and leadership, and the other one is in psychology. So I was just talking about today going back to school for my doctorate. But I don't know if I'm ready for all them papers.
You ready for them papers? Because I thought I wasn't ready for the papers, but I'm ready for I'm not ready. We doing essays every week. I'm like, okay, so what she don't know, we gonna got another life outside of this?
Girl, it's a mess.
So I need to call you when I'm having a problem.
Yeah, call me.
Essay structures it's killing me, Larry.
Girl.
So I just want to say to you, thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me finally. I mean, girl, when you gonna have me?
No, and that was something I was like, okay, I hate when people think I don't remember. I do.
No. I absolutely didn't think that. I just figured you already had a full schedule.
I do be having full schedules, but I will move you right on in because honestly, you are somebody I was supposed to. I remember I hit you up about doing the filming of your boutique. Yes, because I was doing a food truck series, which I did, and I was just gonna add her to it. Your dates and our dates didn't connect or whatever. So we here now.
We here
now. First of all, I want to say Sherika. Sherika got it right, period.
Yes.
What is something that you can tell? We're going to start off like this. Okay. What is something that you could tell the girls out there that want to start a boutique? What is the first thing they need to do?
Research.
Ooh.
Research.
Tell them.
I mean, I'm really huge on researching any type of business that you're trying to start. I really dislike when people come to me and just try to pull from me, and they haven't even looked up GoDaddy on how to get a website.
Oh, damn.
But they want to just draw from you, and I think that that's the easy way out. So you need to research. You need to know how to get online and research. Like, you literally can Google everything.
Yeah, you can.
So research will be the number one thing. And secondly, just make sure that you want to do it because it's really in the heart and not because you just want the money. Because it's going to be days even months, when it's just dry. Mm-hmm. And you got to have a hustle. So 3.
Damn, that's 3. You got 4?
It's more, but I would say those are the top 3.
Okay, so we're going to research for 1.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
Doing it from the heart.
Doing it from the heart for 2. And number
hustle.
3?
You got to have a hustle.
You know what? The main thing, okay, so give me an entrepreneur in one word. What would you say it is?
Determined.
Yeah.
You got to be determined because as an entrepreneur, it's going to be ups, it's going to be downs, it's going to be low days, high days. Like I literally just posted today, it works if you work it. Yes. So a lot of people are not willing to work it. A lot of people just think because they're looking at what all these other boutiques are doing, what everyone else is doing, and they're like, oh, I can do that and I can get this money. I want to shine like that. But really, you should be shining before you even get the boutique, right? That should be your mentality anyway. And so I think that a lot of people aren't willing to stand the fire.
You know what? That's another question I was going to ask you about your ups and downs about it because we see Instagram and it looks up. You know, not even just on your page, on boutique pages, period. And some people think that they don't have the followers, but it be people that have the most followers, but the smallest sales, and the people with the lowest followers with the biggest sales. So how can you talk about that?
So let's stay right there with that. So I've done events. Mm-hmm. I've had people tell me that they didn't want to do events with me because I didn't have 10K plus followers.
Oh, wow.
And
not that.
Yeah.
It's that deep now?
I've been told not. And I was just like, the people I know, the people I'm connected to, like, they spend money. Like, they come, they get what they want. Today, I just did an event and probably had, like, I want to say 10 customers and tripled my daily goal. Like, so it's really... It's on you. And the followers, I won't say that it doesn't matter, because I don't know, for some people it probably does. But for me, it's all about who you are and how you brand yourself, and your customers going to continue to come back. Like, my customers that I have, they're not one hitters. They come back. Like, they tell a friend. They're constantly buying. My friends constantly buy. Like, my product is good, and so I stand by that. And so I'm not. And
you
really
model your stuff.
That.
Let's get that right there. Oh, she models her stuff, y'all.
Absolutely. And I don't have a lot of followers. I've been in business for, to me, I would say I don't have a lot to compare to some boutiques.
I feel like you have a lot compared to.
Right, but I can say majority of those that follow me are actually customers.
See, that's a good thing.
So I'd rather have that 2,000 that's rolling with me than 100K and they not even buying. Right. That's just,
we don't want only lookers.
Just saying it's cute. So I appreciate those that support me and that's been rocking with me I've been in business. I started in 2006, but when I really took it really heavy, so it's like 11 and a half years.
Oh, so what made you say, let me get a truck? Because you honestly was the first truck I've seen out there at first. Now I see a couple of trucks. Right. But at first, you was the only truck I seen out there. Like, because when we look at trucks, we like, what is a truck with a truck boutique? Like, what do they call it? A truck boutique?
It's a mobile boutique.
Mobile boutique. Okay, yeah. So mobile boutique, how did you think of that? Like, instead of going straight to, let me get a store.
So in 2010... this truck came to my job. So I have a 9-to-5. I work in the entertainment industry. And this truck came. It wasn't decked out like mine is. It just had 2 racks, and they were selling vintage jackets. So like I said, I worked for in entertainment, but it was like clothing that they use for the sets. But it was like designer jackets or whatever the case may be. So they pulled up. And at the time, I had started my own line. So I'm like... Damn, light bulb went out. As soon as I went back, my drum on lunch, I went back to their desk at work, used their resources, and I was online, like, searching mobile boutique. I couldn't find one. Like, literally couldn't find one nowhere.
I told you, you the first person I seen, I swear.
I am the first black to have one. The first black person to have a mobile boutique, not just in Compton, California, but the first black. So,
we'll check you in. Let's give her some claps for that.
So, okay, claps come through.
Claps come through, you know.
So I was like, okay. So I started researching it, and then I hit a little stumbling block financially because I haven't taken any loans out or anything like that. It's just literally my
from your pockets,
and my savings. And so, long story short, I couldn't get the truck when I wanted it, but then I was able to get one. And I just never let up on it. I was like, I'm getting the truck. And so I got laid off in 2013. So I didn't get the truck to 2013. But by this time, that's when other, like, Caucasians started getting the truck. But we still, as a black, it still wasn't none yet.
Yeah, I hear
And so I got my truck in 2013. After being laid off, I took the severance that I had and used half of that to get my truck.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Do you go, this is like stories that you don't usually hear, and then you being the first, for sure, this is what I would say more than anything. When you being the first of something and then you see other cultures doing it, of your culture, did you ever feel like uncomfortable, like, dang, I'm starting, like, you know?
No, I didn't feel like so.
Because people feel that way when they see other people, and our race is like, I hate that our race think like when we do something that's unbelievable.
Well, it was unbelievable to people. So that's what I was going to say. So when I used to share my story with people, Like, she about to sell trucks on a, I used to hear all kind of stuff, I'm from Compton, so you hear everything. And, she about to be selling clothes on the trunk, on the corner out a truck. And, so them same people
are shopping.
No, they got trucks now.
Oh,
starting like boutiques. So it's like, to me, it amazes me because like the very thing that you were clowning me about or talking to me about, you doing it,
You always got to make the negative into a positive because at the end of the day, like we all here to do the same thing.
Exactly.
To follow your dreams and get your money.
And it's enough for us. It's enough for every single body. Like if me and you was doing the same thing, the next person, if it was 10 of us in a row, when we go to the grocery store, how many brands of cereal we see?
Just like a lot of people doing podcasts now. People is like, do you really want to do one? Everybody's doing one. I said, well, everybody not me.
Right. And everybody is not G5.
Exactly. Okay? So you can't just say, oh, do you? And I hear you when you people say that, like, oh, girl, because you don't know. How do you feel about the criticism when people give you criticism? Do they still give you criticism about you having a boutique on the truck?
I mean, they still do. I mean, not directly to me, of course. My mom told me something a long time ago. She was like, as long as they talking, you doing good, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So that's kind of something that I've been used to just all my life. Mm-hmm. I take it on the chin, chalk it up, and keep it pushing. Like it doesn't. I sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't faze me. Like, that's your own issue. That's your misery. You have to find yourself and find your purpose and step into that and step into your greatness because I've already stepped into mine.
That part right there. And what can you tell the women out there that do not have boutiques but want to go mobile? What is something they should do with the mobile? What is a suggestion for mobile?
So definitely with the mobile, I would, again, say research and just make sure that maybe, I don't know if it's out there, but maybe try to see if it's anybody that's renting their truck.
Yeah.
Or you
is that easier to rent?
Do a ride along. I mean, it may be. I don't know if it's really people out there doing it. But maybe a ride along because you think it's easy, but it's permits involved. You can't just pull up like food trucks. You would think you can pull up anywhere and sell clothes because it's clothes versus with food. Mm-hmm. But food can pull up anywhere, open up shop. But with clothes, I've been asked to move certain places. Like they don't want you there. I've had other boutiques that was down the street from where I was at called like the city on me and had me moved, because they felt like I was taking their business. So it is a lot. And so I think you have to like find your niche, but I just really think that you have to have a hustle with the truck.
Yeah, I think hustling is a big part of being an entrepreneur anyway.
Yeah. Like a grind, you have to be willing to grind. Like I've been set up and been told to move as soon as I got set up. So I have to pack everything back up. And do I just go home and park or do I go find another spot?
Yeah, you got to go find another spot, girl.
Yeah. So, you got to go find another spot.
Okay, what about social media? How big of an effect has social media made on your business?
I would say it's made one. When I first started out, like my business started online. And I would say that it was more word of mouth than social media. Mm-hmm. Social media came into play more so when I started pushing it. Mm-hmm. I can say driving sales online it's hard. For me, it's hard because it's just me. Like, I don't have anyone helping me. I don't have anyone posting. So I do the modeling, the posting, the captions.
Go look at her page, y'all. She do the modeling, too, and she be modeling. Because we short. So people don't think that we can model. We can model too.
Yeah. I was just telling my friend the other day, I was like, I'm actually doing everything that I always said I wanted to do when I was younger. I used to say I want to model. I'm not modeling for nobody else, but I'm modeling for my own clothes.
Your own clothes, though.
I used to say I want to be like an attorney. In my 9 to 5, I technically do that. And so
okay,
I want to help people, and I'm doing that now. So there's so many things. I just think that we just got to take the positive in it. It may not went the way that you wanted it to go, but it's still working out.
Is it something that you learned now that you could tell your younger self?
Just go for it. Mm-hmm. Just go for it. I can say like when I was younger, like I had just shared what my mom told me, I always had people just saying stuff for whatever reason. I don't know, just because who I was. Like they never met me and just had this thing. Like, and this is literally when I was younger, and I take it based on how I was raised and who my parents were at the time, and the things I was supplied with. So I would just say, just be yourself. Embrace who you are. Don't dummy down who you are for nobody. Don't turn your light down for the next person. Because even if you do that, if it's meant and it's in you, you still gonna shine anyway.
Period.
So it's like, don't do
like
it.
you. Yeah.
We both like, yeah.
I already know what you're saying. Like, it's just like, for me, I always think to myself, like, what is something I love to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like when you say you got to love what you do, it's very important because people want to get into business for money. And like you said, it's a hustle, it's determination, and you got to have that, all that into one. Right. And how can you have that all into one? Like, how can you do that? You got to be like on your toes.
You got to. And I wouldn't say that, of course, anybody that go in business, you want to monetize from it, right? Like, of course, I'm not a dummy. I don't want to just be in business and not making money, but I love it. When I'm in my boutique and it's days that I do not make, I don't complain. I rearrange. I can probably get one sale that day. I'm still the same person. You still gonna get the same energy. You can come on my best customers, or my absolute best customers are the one that walked on my truck, didn't have the money that day, and said they were going to come back. Why? Because I still treated them like the person that just spent $200.
You have to.
And so those are my apps. Like today, this lady came, she was like, remember me? I told you I was coming back. I didn't have it at the last event. Mind you, this event was 6 months ago.
Oh, that's dope.
Today she spent $400.
That was dope.
She was like, she was like, and I came back because you still treated me like the girl like that walked out with the bag.
I think that people love energy. Like, and if you give them negative energy, if you give them bad vibes, they're not even going to mess with you.
Right.
I don't want nobody following me that think I have bad energy. Right. Follow me because you know I have good energy and I F with everybody.
Right.
If you treat me, I'm going to give you the same energy you give me. That's it. So what is something you could tell people about branding yourself?
Woo, girl, when I saw that question. Okay, so branding I do think is absolute important, but I think in having a business, which is what we just got to be talking about, and how you treat people. I see people, me personally, on Instagram, that's one way. But when you meet them in person, they're the absolute
We see it every day.
So with me, you get in me. You get in Sherika. I don't know how to be nobody else. I can't be nobody else. I can't put on a facade for you. You might see my face turned up, but that don't mean that I have added, like, you're literally getting me. So I had to learn to incorporate who I was through my business pages.
Yes.
Like, my personal page is not private. None of my business, well, of course, none of my business pages are private, but I don't understand why some people got businesses and their pages are private.
I don't get that.
Because they're out there. I don't understand it.
Okay, so that is something I wanted to ask you. Do you separate your business page from your regular page?
I don't. So if you go to my personal page right now, you're going to see them same reel and me modeling them dresses that just came in. You're going to see them on my personal page. The only thing that's different is you're going to learn a little bit more about me.
Yeah, because you're going to post other things on your
my personal page. But even on my business page, I still try to incorporate some type of personal, you know, like when I do my videos, that's me, you know, like I literally just try to be myself.
Do you do your own videos? Like I be seeing people like set up their ring light.
Oh yeah, girl. I be doing my own videos.
Cause you be modeling like it's you and the camera. I'm here. Vogue.
Somebody was like, you be looking dead in the camera.
No, like dead in the camera. No, but do you feel like, that's how I'm like, damn, I got to get comfortable with just filming myself. Like
at first, I used to be a little bit nervous, but I just was like, you know what, I got to do it. Like Cher could just be you. Like I think I posted one not too long ago. I kind of messed up and I just was like, forget it. Like this is like what happens. Like, you know, it's not going to always be perfect. And that's what I'm saying. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong at, is when they want to make everything just so perfect.
What is not perfect, you could say, and what is something that will always be an issue for people when they want to open up a boutique? Just the sales part about it?
The sales, I think the sales, the branding, just finding your niche, finding your audience, who you can and cannot connect with. Like today, like I did an event, I would say it was probably maybe 75 people, right? Whereas I did the LA County Fair last month, and my last weekend at the LA County Fair was like the worst weekend, like just to me with sales. The last day was the absolute worst. Mind you, that's like thousands of people.
Yeah.
I made more today with the 75 people than I made with these thousands of people, and I was there longer hours. So I'm saying that to say it's your audience. So my audience was today. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why you have to know, especially even with the mobile boutique, you have to know who. I don't do all the events. And like when I first started, I used to do every event. I used to pay the vendor fees because I didn't know. I was trying to find my way. Mm-hmm. Now they be like, oh, it's going to be 3,000 people. And I'm like, I ain't doing it. Because I know, like I've experienced it. So it's like, nah, I'm not going to do it.
So you would know what events to go to or what's not to go to.
I don't do events no more if the vendor fee is over $200. I don't go do.
But wouldn't you want to do every event?
No. Why? Because I just said you may not make the money.
Right.
I did the Taste of Inglewood one time. It was more like food, like the food trucks and stuff. I was there. When it was promoted as a food event. You got to think about it. I got a boutique. So my stuff is not 10. I mean, the cheapest thing I got on there is a $2 lip gloss, but who really want to buy lip gloss?
Yeah, I hear you. What I'm saying? We got too many in our bag.
Right. So, when you do events like that, the money is in the building, but they're not coming for that. So it's like you have to know when. I would do better off parking on the street, down the street.
I haven't seen the
catching them come in. Yeah, they haven't done one this year. I think since COVID they haven't.
Yeah.
But it's a really great event.
And it's so crazy because I've never been to one, and I'm a part of it. I've been in Inglewood all my life, so I'm like, damn, I should be a part of those things. And me thinking about more my audience,
right?
That would be something to be good at, to go and host. And so that's why it's good to talk about. You got to know your audience, because your audience, they say my audience is from 35 to 44. So we know the older people being there eating, young people be there, but older people be there too. 35 is not old, is it?
No, because I'm 43.
You don't even look 43, girl.
Thank you, Jesus.
I be hating when I see people that had their babies already. That's like, I ain't had no babies yet. But when I see people with babies and they like 5 or 6, I'm like, I'm getting older. I remember when you was pregnant.
Girl, they was like, today this guy was like, oh, this your show? I was like, 24. I'm a grandma too.
Oh, you a grandma?
A glam.
Black people will always make a name for something. My mama used to say, don't call me granny, call me Ganny. I said,
my baby called me. She be like, grandma. Like, yes.
Grandma?
Because she knows, do not call me grand.
Y'all don't want to be grannies?
I'm not a granny.
Okay, you a grandma.
I'm a grandma.
Let's get it right. Let's get it tight. Okay, what is some advice to anyone opening up a business besides you said all of these things? What is some advice personally that you took from your life that you can share with people that you'd be like, you know what? When I was younger, I used to do this, and now I'm like me personally. Let me give my example. I used to be very argumentative. Like, I'm not like that anymore. You are?
Well, I've gotten better.
That's good, because you said.
I've gotten.
You said you woosah woos now.
I've gotten better.
Are you woosah woo?
I am.
Because you have a business now, so your attitude has to be not always good. Look at you have a business, but being in that industry and living your daily life.
Yeah.
You mentally got to be on the
you do.
You do, like, because you got to check yourself all the time.
Yeah, people look at it, and
do you ever have people that come up to you like, I remember when you used to be like this. How are you now? Like,
no, not to me. Like, they wouldn't come to me and be. I have people that are like, oh, I watched you grown. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
But not, you used to be like this. No, I haven't gotten that. But I would say,
would you be mad if somebody did that?
No. I wouldn't be mad.
I always say I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't be mad. I think what I dislike is when somebody try to remind you of your past in a negative light. Not in that sense of what you said. Like, girl, I remember you used to pop up at the mouth. Not that. Mm-hmm. But just remind you of, I remember when you used to sleep in your car. Not saying I slept in my car, guys, but I'm just saying, like, they trying to remind you of
something you did negative.
Or I remember when you beat up such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you just can't?
Sometimes I feel like those are the reasons that make you who you are, though.
No, and I absolutely, I agree with that. But so you gotta know who the people are that's saying it to you. Then that's when you know what the difference is.
And men will never understand. I'm a directed towards women know this. When the person that saying it matters the most. Yeah, it's not me when I see you on a daily life. I'm like, girl, I remember. Like, no, it's the person, the individual that you really know that would affect you more than anything. Do you think we internalize too much as people? Not even black people. I'm just saying in general, people internalize things so much since social media. I feel like we look at our bodies more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think now it's just extremely, it's really bad. And that's one of the reasons, like, that's why I enjoy to help women feel good about themselves through the expression of clothing. Like, that's what I stand by. Nobody can say, and I stand on this, not one single customer can say, this girl, as the owner and the salesperson, convinced me to get this knowing that it didn't look good on me. Or knowing that it. So
you going to tell them, no, that's ugly.
I'm just going to say, I don't think this worked for you. You know, of course you have a way of saying it, but I'm not going to, if they're trying to get something, be like, oh, what about this one? Like today, someone tried to get something in a size that was small. I was like, I think you should go in with this size. Like, I'm going to be honest. I had one return since I've been in business. One return.
And that's how many years?
And I've been in business 11 and a half
years. 11 years. That's
and
different.
I had one return.
And what was it for,
and that's what I was about to say. The purse broke.
Oh.
That was the only thing. And so
was that your fault?
It wasn't my fault. It was a manufacturer defect. So, and it wasn't even a return because she ended up just using the credit for something else. Yeah. So but I would say to your question about anyone that's an entrepreneur, I would say just trust your process. Like, I'm really big on that. That's one of my brands. And you have to learn to trust your process and embrace your journey. I think that, and don't skip any steps during your process. And that's where a lot of people go wrong at. They want to skip steps because they're looking at, you just said it, social media. Mm-hmm. And we see people skipping steps all the time because they, instead of going to the gym, they going to get under the knife, getting their body done. And then they still have complications and stuff.
She bringing out a whole nother bag, y'all.
I'm just saying, but that's an example of skipping the step in doing your process.
You know what? And we can get on that because it's kind of related. As much as, because I said I want to do a topic with you, we talked about most of the topics. Yeah. We got into it. Yeah. So being that you are a owner of a boutique, do you have plus size clothes?
I do.
So, you know, because for me, I'm getting bigger, so I'm trying to lose weight. But do you have those people that come in and be like, oh, shit, because you look, and you're modeling skinny clothes.
Right.
So people think she automatically don't have my size.
Right.
Tell them you got their size, though.
I got y'all size. Okay, I go up to 3X. I also got my own brand, Fancy Fresh, which also goes up to 3X as well. So it's a separate page from Hungupboutique, but I don't discriminate in that. So what I would say is I probably don't have what some of y'all want that's plus size. Because so when I purchase clothes, I purchase like, to me, I'm set apart from other boutiques. That's just what I feel. I don't roll
with how you roll. You ain't even got to apologize for it.
I don't have a lot of things that other people have, and I can say it is some things that I purchase that are plus sizes that I would wear if I was a plus size. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what you would look at.
So that's the certain things, and for the most part, it works. But I can say majority of my plus size customers are over 40.
Oh, okay.
They're over 40. I have some customers but they're looking for stuff that I don't have. But for Fancy Fresh, I do. So y'all roll up to Fancy Fresh.
Y'all roll up to Fancy Fresh. We're going to add that in there too.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that when you said that people cut and the weight and all of that stuff like that, when people see your page and they see you modeling and stuff like that, they be like, well, where her plus models at?
So the only reason why I don't have any right now, for one, I really didn't have anyone, and that was when I was like first starting out, right? Yeah. So I would just post like the picture from the company that I brought the merchandise from, I would post them or whatnot. And so, but some of the stuff I'll put on in model and just put in the caption that
it's plus size. So
I'll
all size.
I'll put on like the extra large and I'll still rock it. Like I have numerous dresses on my page that are sold out now that I used to model, and I would just say I have on a 1X, but this is plus size.
Okay, so tell them one thing they shouldn't do because you said, what is that? Did you just say it before this? You said about skipping it.
Don't skip your.
What is something they should not skip at all? One thing they should not skip at all.
In business,
in boutique, we talking about boutique level. Because a lot of people go straight to social media. They need to have a revenue outside of social media. So what is something that you could tell them about that? Like, because to me, skipping the step is just posting on social media. You need to post, and not only post, but do your outside work.
Right. So outside work would be word of mouth, your cards, events.
Pop-up shops been popping now.
Pop-up shops is it. Like with me with my truck, I don't just do pop-ups. Like I'll go to Leimert Park on the weekends. So I'm either in Compton or Leimert Park right now. Those are my two locations that I go to.
And since you're a woman, do you think that you don't be nervous to be a woman out there doing your thing?
Mm-mm. Because I have I let people know
where I'm at. Yeah.
If I hit that 911, roll up, I was from the hood.
And I always send my address wherever I'm at. When I was single, I used to send my address to the girls. I'm here.
Single, okay.
I'm not single no more.
I am.
Period.
I'm single. Just kidding.
Are you ready to mingle?
I am not ready to mingle. I'm actually. I'm about to say.
Are you dating?
I'm not dating.
Are you dating one-on-one?
I'm not dating one-on-one.
Okay, so she's not dating one-on-one.
I'm not dating one-on-one. I'm not ready to mingle, but I am ready for a relationship now.
I think everyone deserves love.
Yeah. At first, I can honestly say, and I know this is off topic, but I can honestly say that I wasn't.
It's not off topic. Everything is on topic.
Okay. Well, it's on topic. I wasn't ready. And I think it was just for my own personal reasons. I just think it was so many things that I was working on. I didn't have the time for that. And I can honestly say now, whatever I'm expecting out of a man, I can give it to. And so I think that's where a lot of women go wrong at. They got this whole list, and their list is empty. Their list is not even comparable to what they're seeking in a man.
Oh, we heard that from somebody. We hear that all the time. How can you have a list of things and you not you want a tall man?
Yeah.
If you don't get a tall man, what's wrong with the short man? The short man might have with the tall.
One of my sisters, she I cannot do short. She cannot, because she's kind of tall and she. So, I get it, but you don't know
who your love is.
You don't. And so you got to be open. But I've worked on myself by listening to an ex or two in regards to just my ways and stuff of that nature. So I have
ex or two, they told you?
Yeah.
You wasn't afraid of that?
Because I'm we're friends. One of them is married now. One might as well be married. And so we're just very cool. And they, and they just was like, we would have been together if you weren't like this. And so you're supposed to evolve.
Yeah.
Over time. Every year you should be evolving. Every day you should. And so I couldn't get mad at that. I just had to take it, and really it allowed me to kind of really take a look at myself.
Yeah, because I feel like when people tell you about yourself, you got to look at it okay, not internalize it so much.
Right.
But if it's something that you feel like it's affecting.
And I know.
The way you live and the way you be, then that is something you should change about yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
But being as a business owner, dating for you, is it hard?
It is.
Because you want to find somebody.
They have to be because I'm a full-time mom. My little one is into sports. I don't miss a game. Yesterday I was supposed to go out in the truck, and I didn't go out in the boutique because I wanted to go to his game. And, so if I'm not doing that and I'm working on the weekends, then I got my 9 to 5, and then, it's practice during the week. And so he got to have a life too,
Right.
He got to be willing to improvise. Of course, I'm going to make time, but nowadays dating is hard. Man, my sister was just talking about this yesterday. These dudes, these days, I don't know where y'all come
2021 dating is like
where you guys come from?
You gotta ask 100 fucking questions. Excuse my
language.
100,
like on the first date. Do you
do you live with your cousin?
Right.
Because even if they don't say, Mom, if you live with your cousin or your granny, no, they live with you. No, you live with them. Okay.
Yeah, you really got to. And so,
I'm just playing for y'all, but I'm not.
She not, because it's the truth.
It's like, okay, get it together.
Yeah, and I just think a lot of women too got the guys thinking the way that they think too. Because they're accepting so much.
And so it's like this. When you get with a guy and you set standards and boundaries for yourself, it's up to you to find out if those boundaries are being crossed. If you don't feel like you're getting treated how you should be treated, they say it's not hard. I mean, it's hard, but if you're not getting treated how you treated, what you there
you gotta
for?
walk away.
No, I seen a post the other day that said, why the F did somebody didn't slap me when I was dating that bum?
Girl.
And I'm so mad because somebody didn't slap.
I was like, ding, 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 ding. You can't like it more than once.
I was mad because I feel that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've all been there. I think if we all been honest, I mean, our decisions and past mates, but that's a part of growth, right? That's a part of your process. And you just got to embrace that, and then you got to learn from it. Now, you keep making the same mistake, then you be like,
then that's just like you at this point.
Yeah. And so I had to ask myself that too.
You got to take accountability for some shit.
Why do I keep meeting guys like this? You know? So then I had to check. So I'm really big on examining yourself. Like, I'm really, really, like, extremely huge on that.
Yeah, I think that you should. I think that when you get out of a relationship, you should analyze yourself. Yes. You analyze the relationship, but analyze yourself. Yep. How did you partake in it? Yep. What did you do? But not beat yourself up about it, but just for your next relationship, because your experiences teach you for your next time. Like, what comes around, like, I experienced this. This is not what I want to go through. Right. But then I've learned something. Some people do things and they don't know they're doing it. People have not told them. So when you tell them and you don't see a change behavior, then that's something you got to associate too.
Right. You do. And so that's something I need to work on in relationships.
What is it? What is it? Tell me.
I need to work on that. I'm real as outgoing as I am. When it comes to relationships, I'm the total opposite.
Sherika, you don't seem like you the total opposite.
I am. I'm super shy.
How are you shy? You are bubbly to me.
So I am outgoing. I'm outgoing. I'm bold. Boom. Business. Me doing this right now. All
that's you.
Friends. Boom.
But a man, it's like
when I'm with a guy, it's like it's balled up. Dainty and cute. It's balled up and like I don't speak my mind. And I speak my mind, but I don't speak my mind with the guy. So I will hold on to it versus telling them what I don't like when they did it. So
and then you will have that type of energy, though.
I know, and that's the bad thing. And so they don't know what's going on. And then when something does happen to cause me a spill, I'm just laying all this like months of stuff out. And they be like,
"You was mad since
I didn't know you was mad since 3 years ago."
Yes, they be like that happened. I hate when people bring up 1992 and not really 1992.
I'm working on it though.
Okay, yeah,
I'm working on it.
Don't bring up 1992.
I'm working on it.
You know, have you ever had somebody that always bring up the past and you be looking at them like, why are we talking about 1992? We did that already.
Are you talking about a friend or
everybody?
Yeah,
everybody.
I mean, kind of, sort of, but I know I do it in relationships, and so I need to work on that.
Yeah, I don't like. But you know what? Sometimes you do in a relationship to prove your point.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
But I need to get better with that. I just know I need to.
Because when you did that with the skis last week, I wanted to say something. Since you're doing it again, I'm going to say something again.
When you didn't open my door, I'm just kidding.
I just thought about it. You're doing it again, so I got to check you now. But anyway, let's get this right. This was my girl. This is her interview that we've been waiting for.
Yes.
Say your name, say your Instagram, say all the things you want to say right now. Get it off your chest. Shout them out, everything.
Shout them out. Okay, well, I am Sherika Nicole. I am the owner of Hungupboutique. I am the creator of Define, Plan, Execute Your Vision. I am the designer of Fancy Fresh.
Go get it.
And I am a mother. I'm a grandma. I'm single. No, just kidding.
Ready?
I'm just trying to throw that plug in there. Somebody might be like, oh, that's my wife. No,
man,
but
somebody, the ring will be
Right here.
Okay.
See, our pastor told us don't wear no ring on this finger a long time ago. And I haven't put a ring on this finger since he said that.
You shouldn't.
So I'm waiting on somebody.
I'm waiting on my man.
To put,
what you waiting on?
Oh, what you waiting on, man? Oh, so how long you been around? Oh, no, that's another topic.
I got you.
But no, so you can follow me at Hungupboutique. You can follow at fancyfresh_brand, and you can follow DPE Your Vision. And even if you find one of the pages, you gonna be connected to all of the pages.
Oh, that's dope.
You can shop online at www.gethungup.com.
Get hung up, y'all.
And when you follow me, that's how you will know where I'll be at, where I'll be pulling up at, popping up at.
Oh, well, that was an episode with Sherika. Did I say it right?
Sherika Nicole.
Sherika Nicole.
Yes.
Make sure y'all tune in every Sunday. We will be live next Sunday, hopefully. I don't have no service sometime in here, but I'm going to figure it out. Make sure you go shop at all her stores. Say your store.
Hungupboutique.
And what else?
Fancy Fresh Brand and DPE Your Vision. And through that business, I help people tap into their greatness.
Oh, we got to check that all out. Okay, greatness. Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
We'll see y'all. Bye.
Bye.